Hi everybody, Marco Carvalho here from businesscreditblogger.com. Today's video we're going to talk about how to convert credit cards into cash. We're going to share with you how to get that cash from your credit cards at 0% APR. We're going to share with you two strategies in this video. So this is going to be very important for you whether you're a business owner or a real estate investor or you're just looking to get cash from your credit cards. So let's get started. Now, first and foremost, there's two reasons why you need cash as a business owner or a real estate investor. The first reason you need cash is you actually need liquidity. You need the cash for, let's say you just want to have some money in the bank, you want to have some cash reserves for your business, or we have a lot of real estate investors that come to us that need liquid cash so they can have money for down payments on their real estate investments. So they need lump sums of cash. So that's the first type of a reason why you need to pull cash from your credit cards, from your business credit cards. The second is having cash for payments. You need cash because there are certain maybe suppliers or contractors or vendors that you can't pay with a credit card, or there's certain expenses that you can't pay with a business credit card, like you're trying to pay your lease payment, or you need to pay some payroll, etc. So you need cash for making payments. Maybe it's operating expenses. So also, let's say you need to purchase inventory, so you need cash for that. So these are some of the two main reasons you need to pull cash out that most people pull cash out from business credit cards. And we're going to share with you two strategies that address how to pull cash out for liquidity, also how to pull cash out for payments, because there's two different strategies that are applicable to what we're going to cover here. Now you'll see on the bottom of this presentation, businesscreditbuilders.org/business-lines-of-credit. That will take you to our site where we can share with you our business credit card funding program, which I'll get into that later on in this presentation. So the first thing you need to determine is, do I need cash for liquidity, or do I really need cash because I'm trying to make some pay some bills or some expenses, or actually pay certain expenses that won't accept credit cards? So that's the first one of the things you need to determine. So there's two ways that you're going to get 0% APR when you pull cash out from your business credit cards. The first way is you can get a 0% APR on purchases. So most business credit cards, through our business credit card funding program, however, we get you about 4 to 5 business credit cards that come with a 0% APR on purchases, okay, for anywhere from 6 to 15 months. So some cards go up to 18 months. So after that 0% period is over, then you want to consider a balance transfer. That's what we're going to get into in a minute. Is how do you get cash from business credit cards? How do you convert that cash and get 0% so you're not paying that high limit fee? The other type of way to get 0% APR on your credit card balance when you pull cash out is through a balance transfer. So those are the two types of ways for you to get 0% APR on debt that you carry on your business credit cards. It's either you'll get it from purchases, or you'll get it from transferring a balance from one credit card balance, to the other card that's offering you that 0% because you transferred a balance to that card. Now, most business credit cards or personal cards also will carry that 0% balance transfer 6 to 18 months. Now, it's important for you to realize, though, when you do the balance transfer, they do charge you a fee. Typically, it's about 3%. So that's a little fee you have to consider when you're going to do a balance transfer, but getting 0% on a balance is really, really powerful. So now what I'd like to share with you is the two different strategies on utilizing converting credit cards into cash at 0% APR, because that's what your goal is, right? You're trying to pull cash from credit cards. How do I get that cash and only pay 0%? So we're going to share with you first, if you want to pull cash from your business credit cards, convert that cash from your credit cards for liquid money. You need liquid cash in the bank. Then you're going to have to use what's called the 0% APR balance transfer strategy. We're going to share with you how to do that. That's the way you're going to be able to do that, okay? If you're trying to get cash so you can pay expenses, or you're trying to pay legal fees, or pay taxes, or pay even your lease payment or rent payment, etc. for your business, then you're going to have to use the 0% APR on purchases. And I'm going to share with you how to do that, because obviously many expenses you have for your business you're not able to put on a credit card. on a business credit card, like whether it's paying your lease payment, etc. But there's a way to do it, and we're going to share with you and how to get 0% on that. So now that we kind of go over the types of 0%, remember it's on purchases or balance transfers. Now there's two different ways you're going to want that cash, for liquidity or for payments. So which one do you need? And you can use it for both. So we're going to share with you both strategies in this presentation. So if you want to convert your credit cards into cash, the first one, which is cash for liquidity, that's what we're going to cover first, is the first strategy. You're going to first do what's called a cash advance on your business credit card. Now, the cash advance, most cards will come with a fee when you do a cash advance. Some of them charge you no fee. Now, fee will range from 0 to 3% when you do a cash advance. But where you're trying to get away from is once you do that cash advance, now you have a balance on your business credit card. And that cash advance APR is much higher than your APR that came with the card. So you'll have typically the cash advance APR is about 23%. So how do you get around that? If you pulled like $10,000 off of a credit card, let's say it's in your, now you have $10,000 in your bank account, but now you have a $10,000 balance on that card, and the interest rate's 23% on that because you did a cash advance. So how do you avoid that? Well, you're going to utilize the balance transfer strategy. So you're going to transfer that new $10,000 balance that you pulled cash on that card from to another card, another business credit card that offers a 0% balance transfer. Okay, so what that means is when you transfer that original $10,000 on the one card onto card number 2, you have a 0% now APR on that card for 6 to 18 months, depending on what the card issuer is offering you. But remember, there's a balance transfer fee that card is going to charge you. Some of them charge no fee at all to do a balance transfer. Others charge up to 3%. So you want to make sure you're aware of that. But at the end of the day, it's important to realize that card issuers, they want your debt. The banks want your debt. They're hoping that you'll run that time out for that 0% period, and then that's where the regular APR kicks in. Okay. But I want to share with you a quick strategy. This is in addition to what I'm covering here in this presentation, is if you always have cards, business credit cards for your business that, like say 1 or 2 of them carry no balance or very low balances, you can always reset those 0% balance transfer offers. All you do is, if let's say you have a 0% offer for a balance transfer on a card and it expires, it's not available anymore, and you have a card that you did a cash advance from, you could simply call that one card up where you have a lot of credit available and say, I would like to transfer a balance from one of my cards. What type of offer do you have for me to do a balance transfer? And they'll give you an offer. Sometimes you'll get a lot of offers in the mail. I get them all the time where they're giving you these checks and say, transfer your balance, and they give you checks, and it's 18 months, 0%. So when you have good credits, a really good credit, and you have low balances on one or more cards, you're always going to get those balance transfer offers, okay? Now that we talked about doing the balance transfer, I want to walk you through step by step how this works, and actually how this works with our business credit card funding program. This is a powerful strategy, very popular with real estate investors. If you need lump sums of cash and you want to use this business credit card funding strategy. Now, the way our strategy works is we get you 5 business credit cards. This is an example, and obviously it never works out exactly like this because not everybody's going to get $100,000 in credit. You may get 70, you may get 80, you may even get more depending on how strong your personal credit is. But at the end of the day, we get you, let's say in this example, we get you 5 business credit cards that only report to the business credit reporting agencies. That's what's unique about our cards in our program. They only report to business credit. They don't report to your personal credit. So it helps you, number one, build up your business credit file, protects your personal credit, and gives you access to working capital, and you obviously can do cash advances. So let's say in a perfect world, we got you 5 cards, each with a $20,000 credit limit. So that's $100,000 in credit that you just got across all 5 cards combined. Now, one of the business credit cards has a cash advance where you can cash advance the entire limit of the balance. You can cash advance the entire credit limit. Most business credit cards or even personal credit cards, they'll have limitations. They may allow you to cash advance up to 50% of the limit, some 75%. But let's say one card allows you to do 100% of the limit. And let's say it charges you a 3% cash advance fee. So if you do pull that, and how do you pull that cash out? It's very simple. You can make one phone call to the back of the card, say you would like to do a cash advance, or sometimes they give you checks and you stroke a check, deposit in your account, and it's just money in the bank. Okay, so it's really simple to do a cash advance. But let's say you take one of the cards, has an entire credit limit, and the other 4 cards that we got you has 0% balance transfer offers for 12 months, okay? And this is just an example how you utilize this strategy. So what you're gonna do, step number 2, is you take a cash advance on the first card, the one that allows you to pull 100% of the limit. So let's say you're gonna take one of the cards, $20,000, it gets deposited in your checking account, and now you have a $20,000 balance on card number 1, okay? So, and that's very simple to do. Now, one of the other cards, the other 4 business credit cards you have the 20, 20, 20 available credit, right? So you're going to call one of those cards, one of those business credit cards, and you want to do the balance transfer. So you could do it right over the phone. All they ask for you is for the card number, the bank, and obviously they transfer it and they pay it off. And now that the cash advance balance that you have in the card number 1 goes back to 0, and card number 2 has now the $20,000 balance, but it has the 0% on that $20,000 balance for, let's say, 12 months now. Okay, so you just clearly avoided the high 23% interest rate on that, let's say, that cash advance that you did on card number 1. And you still have $20,000 in the bank that you could do with. So once you have this cash in the bank, also remember, it's important that you put your money to work. You have to have a strategy on how you can get a return on that money. So if you want to invest, let's say, in a property, and that $20,000 is the down payment money, or it's going to help you with some closing costs as well, to do a property and fix and flip or whatever, put that money to work. If it's going to allow you to expand your business or hire additional employees or get the inventory you need to grow, again, that's the strategy. So now the last thing is you're going to repeat this process, because remember, card number 1 now has $20,000 available credit again. Because you just paid it off, and that's the card that allows you to pull 100% of the limit. So what you could do is repeat that process, get another $20,000 cash advance. So now you're going to have $40,000 in your bank account, and you're going to now go to card number 2, do a balance transfer, pay off card number 1, transfer it over to card number 2 at 0% for 12 months. So the end result, and this is just an example how the strategy works, is you could continually do this. Obviously, you have 5 cards here, so you can't do it forever. But once you pay off that card and you get a return, you could continue to do this year after year, month after month if you want. $100,000 in your cash bank account, and you have now $100,000 in credit card balances at 0% APR. Okay, so that's if we repeated the whole process. So what's the benefits of doing that? You're going to have $100,000 cash in the bank. So you can put that money to work right away to do what you need to do, whether it's for investing in real estate, etc., scaling your business. But now you have $100,000 in credit card balances as well. So what you did, though, is you borrowed cash money at 3%. And you have the 0% on all that money for the next 12 months. But the 3% is obviously that cash advance fee, etc. If the cards all charge you 3%, some of them may charge you nothing. But where can you get money at 3%? I mean, that's just unheard of. Especially, I get many real estate investors that they could, if they have the cash, they can make 200% or whatever, a very good, or sometimes 20%, 25% return on their money. So imagine just borrowing 3% and you can get 20% on your money. I mean, you could do that all day. So you could do this year after year. So that's what's powerful about this. As well as you have smaller payments because it's an easier debt to service, and 100% of your minimum monthly payments on this credit card debt is going towards the principal because you have 0% APR for 12 months. And in this example, remember, you only have to pay 1% of minimum monthly payment with these cards. That's a typical minimum monthly payment. It's unsecured money. You don't have to collateralize this money. So this is ideal for real estate investors and business owners. You could use a strategy over and over and over again. And more importantly, through our business credit card funding program, this doesn't impact your personal credit. Because you're probably wondering, well, if I have $100,000 in credit card debt, or let's say $50,000 in credit card debt, won't my credit get ruined? Not if you use the business credit card funding strategy. With our business credit cards, your debt, your payments, they only report to the business credit agencies, not your personal credit. All you did is you provided your good personal credit so the banks would issue your company these business credit cards. You are the personal guarantor, though, so that is important that you are guaranteeing these business credit cards. But as far as credit reporting goes, none of it shows up on your personal credit. So all that debt, it helps you build up your business credit. It generates a business credit identity and scores for your business. So if you're a startup business, this is a great way for you to build your business credit in as fast as possible. Not too long ago, I did a video on how to build your business credit in 30 days. This is one of the strategies. Okay, so be sure to check out that video. And this positions your business for future credit limit increases, because when you have now, let's say 5 business credit cards, that's 5 banking relationships for your business. You use those cards responsibly, you have nice activity on it, and you're getting a return on your money. In 6-12 months, you can request a credit limit increase, or the card issuer may do an account review and give you an increase. But imagine those limits could get even higher and higher and higher. So this is just how the cash advance, how to get a cash from your credit cards, convert your cash from your credit cards and get 0% with this strategy. So be sure to check out, if you're interested in our business credit card funding program. This is the steps you need to do to pre-qualify so we can get you 5 business credit cards for your business. Order your Tri-Merge credit report. And that's number 1. We don't pull to do a review, we don't do a hard pull. You're supplying us with the most recent Tri-Merge credit report. Tri-Merge credit report is all 3 credit bureaus in one blended report with all 3 scores. Okay, so that's what a Tri-Merge report is. So go to businessfundingengine.procredit.com. That's how you can order your Tri-Merge credit report with your scores for only $1. It's a service that allows you to see your report and scores every single month. It's a great product. If you don't want it, just cancel it within like 9 days, and then they won't charge you. I think it's like $29 a month or something like that. But once you get access to it, log into your report, click the download tab, but make sure you download it in PDF. And then once you do that, you're going to want to go to our pre-qualification form, which is businesscreditbuilders.org/pre-qualification. That's where you're going to upload your report securely on our website, put in your information in there. You'll get an email confirmation once you submit your report, and it'll take us about 24 to 40 hours to do a review and give you some business credit limit projections. How much business credit cards can we get you in credit limits in 14 to 20 days? That's how long our process is. Now, if you do get denied because, let's say, your credit's not strong enough, or you have too many inquiries, or you have too many authorized user accounts, and you don't have enough strong primary accounts, or you have too much recent activity, too many new accounts you just recently opened. These are some of the things that trigger us to not give you a projection. We may give you a projection for other types of funding as well, so that may happen. So just be prepared. There may be a situation where you think you have great personal credit, your scores are real high, but let's say you have like 20 inquiries in the past month. Okay, so those are things that could hurt you. So let's talk about the second strategy, cash for payments. So who is this strategy for? If you need cash for payments, then you have bills, let's say, that you can't pay using your business credit cards. Okay, there are quite a few expenses that you wish you could put on your business credit card, but like, let's say a particular contractor won't accept it, or a supplier doesn't accept credit cards. You have to pay with check or cash. Or let's say you want to pay your taxes, but they don't accept credit card payment. You have to pay with a check. Or you want to pay legal fees, or you want to pay, you need to make payroll, and you need to tap into your business credit card, but you don't know how, you don't want to do the cash advance strategy, let's just say. Okay, so and this is really big with real estate investors. We have a lot of real estate investors that also want to have get business credit cards because they're trying to get cash because they want to pay contractors. Contractors won't accept some of the credit cards. So this is another option for you where you could still get 0%, but not have to do the cash advance and not have to worry about balance transfer fees and like that. I'm going to give you an option here. This is a second strategy. You're also looking for a way to conserve your cash flow. You miss out on early payment discounts because you can't pay in cash. And this is true. There is actually some vendors out there or suppliers that will give you a discount on your order if you pay earlier than the terms. I had a lady call me, and she wanted to pull cash from her cards because the inventory she's trying to buy, they were going to give her 10% off on her inventory purchase if she paid in cash instead of a credit card. And this was, I think she was going to save like $1,000 something. It's quite a bit. And I gave this is where this solution worked much better for her than doing the cash advance strategy. I'm going to share with you how that works. Okay, so she was able to pay the cash for that inventory, get the discount, and not even have to worry about doing a cash advance or anything like that. She still got 0% APR on that purchase. Okay, so I'll share with you how that works in a second. If you want to capture as much credit card rewards as possible, as you know, business credit cards and even personal credit cards, they have rewards if you spend so much money on the cards. And just some of you may think, well, how can I make all these purchases when I don't spend that much? Or, well, that's where if you put a certain expense like your lease payment for your office or your auto lease payment that you pay for the business on your credit card, that you can rack up a lot of points that way. So if that's something you're looking to do, this is a strategy that's going to be great for you. You'll see on the bottom it says paybusinessexpenses.com. That's how you set up the account with this provider, and I'll share with you how it works in a second and who they are. If you want the ability to send payments using any method you want, that's another reason why this particular strategy would be great for you. If you want to send money ACH, wire transfer, or check, but you want to be able to use your business credit card to have the money transferred that way, this strategy works for you. Okay, so how does cash for payments work? Well, you have the ability to pay almost any bill, invoice, or expense with a cash payment. They receive cash, but you can use your business credit card. So how do they receive cash, but you're putting it on a business credit card? Well, that's where you actually have a bill pay provider in the middle. So also, this is great if you have bills where you can't actually use a credit card. You want to be able to pay the bill with your business credit card. So what happens is the bill pay provider charges your business credit card the amount you want to pay that recipient. Okay, the bill pay provider pays your recipient cash. They pay it via wire transfer, ACH, or actually a physical check. And obviously it has your information on this. It's your invoice coming from you, so they know it's from you. But you get to choose how you want that recipient to receive their cash payment. Now, you can't pay yourself with this method. So if you're thinking creatively, well, I'll just pay myself. It doesn't work that way. It can only be it only can be like someone separate from yourself. You can't pay yourself. And this is treated as a purchase. That's what's really exciting about this. Because, you know, when you're trying to pay someone in cash using your business credit card, and you want that 0% period on the purchases, this is where this works. Okay, because I'm going to walk you through. I know I don't want to get you confused here, but there's no cash advance fee with this strategy, no balance transfer fee, and you benefit from cashback rewards and early payment discounts. Okay, so at the end of the day, and there is a fee for this though. The bill pay provider charges 2.5%. So instead of dealing with maybe it was 1 to 3% cash advance fee, or dealing with a 3% balance transfer fee, which could be maybe 6%. With this, you're paying cash for an expense at only 2.5%. So that's a cheaper option if you need cash to pay an expense or pay a bill or pay a recipient. Okay, so that's where this strategy works great. Again, paybusinessexpenses.com. The company is called Plastique. This company, it's an online bill payment service that allows you as a business owner to use your business credit cards or even debit cards or personal cards to pay. What happens is they charge your card and then they pay your recipient who you want to receive the cash. They have over 1 million customers in over 150 countries. They've been around for a long time. I don't know if you heard about them, but it's a great way to get cash for payments. Paybusinessexpenses.com if you want to sign up with them. How does it work? Really simple. You set up a Plastique account. You go to paybusinessexpenses.com. They'll take you right there. You're going to enter your email address. It's free for you to create an account. Once you have that account in there, then you're going to tell them you do this all online. You tell them who you want to pay. You put in the recipient's name, their bill information, If you want to pay them direct deposit, ACH, wire transfer, you need to obviously put that information in there. The good news is your recipient, the person you want to pay, the bill you want to pay, they don't have to be signed up with Plastique at all. Okay, so this is all done online. You enter the payment amount that you want to send. And the next thing is you enter your business credit card for payment. Now, you can use personal credit cards if you want to do this with some personal expenses as well. But from there, Plastique does charge your card for that payment amount. They also charge a 2.5% fee for that transaction. And what happens is that payment now is treated as a purchase on your card. So not a cash advance. So let's say you have a business credit card with a 0% APR on purchases for 12 months, and you want to pay a contractor, let's say $5,000 cash for some specific work. Instead of doing your cash advance and paying that way, imagine doing this. You just put $5,000 on the card. You have 0% on that because it's a purchase for 12 months, 0%. Okay, and it only costs you 2.5% to do that. Okay, so this is just another way for you to get creative and getting 0% money when you convert credit cards into cash. The payment is charged as purchase, like I said, and Plastique pays your recipient. They can get paid by check, wire transfer, ACH deposit. You get an email notification, and you can track your updates in your online Plastique account. So I think it's a great strategy. Just make sure you do the numbers. It makes sense. Paybusinessexpenses.com to sign up. And now the end result for this is your recipient gets their cash payment, and you still benefit from 0% APR on purchases since the transaction is treated as a purchase. So these are the two strategies on how to convert credit cards into cash and take advantage of the 0% APR. I really appreciate you again for listening to this video presentation. Be sure to check us out, businesscreditblogger.com. As well, click like if you like this information, and subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Click subscribe. You'll get updates on these videos we're always putting out about business credit, leveraging your personal to get the most business credit possible, as well as if you're a real estate investor. We'll always share with you funding strategies and a way to leverage your good credit so you can maximize your funding potential. So with that, make it a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.